I hang out with a lot of criminals. I hang out with a criminal element. And I have this one criminal friend. He's got 3 kids, which is unique in my friend group. Most of my friends don't have more than 1 towel. So this guy really went for it. 3 human lives. And sometimes I babysit them. And I was babysitting them the other week, and I decided to take them bowling because I was like, that'll be fun for a kid. So I took them to the bowling alley, and they're all running around. They're like, "We want mozzarella sticks," and I was like, "I'll get them for you." You know, not that creepy. I was less creepy. I'm gonna get them. Yeah. I was like, "I will get you mozzarella sticks." Right? So I walked to the kitchen lady where the mozzarella sticks are, and I went up to her and I was like, "Hi, I'd like some mozzarella sticks, please." And then the woman said to me, word for word, "No, I can't give you mozzarella. There's raccoons in the kitchen." And that's exactly how she said that, with like attitude. You know, "There's raccoons in the kitchen." Like I'm an idiot for thinking there'd be no raccoons in the kitchen. That's how low we've set the bar for bowling alleys, right? They don't even bother to lie about the raccoons. You know? Like you realize she could have said anything. She could have lied. She could have been like, "Deep fryer's broken." Ooh, great lie. We all believe that. I would have believed that. No, she jumped straight to, "No, there's more than 1 raccoon in the kitchen right now, touching the food, hissing at the staff. We built up a little wall, they'll get around. They're clever, they're raccoons, big rats, human hands. Raccoon, you've seen raccoons. You know what a raccoon is," says the kitchen lady. What she doesn't know about me is I used to work in a vet clinic, so I've been vaccinated for raccoons. All right? Specifically rabies, that's the one they give you. And that's a $1,200 vaccination, which is a horrible purchase, right? Because you're basically putting $1,200 down so you can get bit by as many rabid animals as you want. Like I handed these people $1,200 and I'm like, I better get bit by something. $1,200, that means for the rest of my life, if I see a raccoon, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna agitate it. I'm gonna rub its fur the wrong way. I'm gonna spin it around. I'm gonna grab its tail. I'm gonna feed it off my belly. Do all the things you should. So when this woman brought up raccoons, I don't think she was expecting my eyes to light up like, "Oh, finally, a raccoon. I've been waiting for this. I'm waiting years for this. I will still take those mozzarella sticks." She's like, "No, I can't give them to the raccoons when I touch them. They're bad for you." I'm like, I'm ordering bowling alley cheese. Health is the last thing on my mind. It can be made by raccoons. It can be made of raccoon. They're for a kid. Just give me the one. Who cares what the kids eat, you know? But she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't give it to me. And I was like, all right. Then I kept bowling. That's the difference between bowling alleys and the rest of businesses in the world. Is they can be filled with raccoons and you'll stay. If you're at the Gap and there's like 1,000 raccoons running around, you're like, I'm probably gonna leave the Gap. You know? It's like, dude, I'm in a bowling alley. I just put my foot into a shoe that's still hot from another foot. I just put my hand into a ball and the holes that are wet, I don't care if there are raccoons. The ball return could just be raccoons pushing the balls back up. I don't care. Bowling alley knows you don't care. That's why they do midnight bowling, where they put the whole horrible, disgusting bowling alley underneath a black light. Yeah, you want to know what's been going on in here? There it is. Someone's murdered in your lane. What are you going to do, leave? We have your shoes. You're not going anywhere. I thought that'd be like a good place to take kids, a bowling alley, you know, but I didn't realize this, but as I was looking around, I was like, a bowling alley is like the one last place where children can hang out next to nightmare alcoholics. That's all it is. If there's a Venn diagram of children's birthday party and then men who've been through hell, the middle is the bowling alley. That's all it is. Children playing and then men drinking hard. Not for fun, not to make friends, not to meet women, but because they've seen horrible, awful things. And now they just need to be drunk around a family. Not their own family, because the stakes are too high. It's got to be your family. You got to be drunk around your family. I ended up explaining a lot more than a game of bowling to these poor kids. I was just like, hey, bowling, it's a great game. You get 2 balls. If you get them all down in the first try, that's a strike, and that's pretty good. And if you don't worry about it. You get that second ball, and if you get them all down in that try, that's a spare. Also pretty good. And that's pretty much bowling. So, any questions? Huh? What's that? Oh, why is that man weeping into an empty glass? Great question. Life is a nightmare. There could be thousands of horrible things. Sickness, disease, war, maybe all 3. Maybe his dreams just didn't work out the way he thought. Maybe when he started stand-up comedy a decade ago with just the thought that if he believed in himself and worked really hard, everything would just work out. But now he's in his mid-30s running a show in the back of the bowling alley. When everybody leaves, he'll put the chairs away. The empty glasses they leave behind, he brings those to the bar. His wife, getting angrier and angrier every day. Why do you get paid in popcorn, she asks. Her constant questions tightening around his head, tighter and tighter like a vice. Sometimes he wakes up and he just feels like he's drowning. Is this life? Is this what life really is? His hair used to be thick, now it's thinning. He hasn't had sex in 3 years. Everyone's obsessed with their cell phones. All of his heroes are rapists. There's no more nature. There's an island of plastic bags in the middle of the ocean. All the polar bears are dead. The point is, strike or spare, life will find a way to break you. Which reminds me, I know I said it gets mozzarella sticks, but there's raccoons in the kitchen. You can't have any. Wow. Thank you. Has nothing to do with my current situation. Just kind of came to me.